Did you know that in 2020, the Canadian federal government spent a record $622 billion on programs and services? That's more than double the amount spent just a decade ago. And with the COVID-19 pandemic, that number is only going up. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about an issue that affects all of us, regardless of our political views or background. It's about the size and scope of our government spending and the impact it has on our economy, society, and personal lives. So what does all this spending mean for us as taxpayers and citizens? So as someone my age and a lot of you younger listeners, as you might expect, you're going to be inheriting this debt. So I believe it's important to understand the long-term consequences of government spending. It's not just a matter of paying more taxes or receiving more benefits. It's about the fundamental question of who gets to decide how our money is spent and what kind of society we want to live in. So let's dive into this article titled "The Government Beast Must Be Tamed" by Jason Clemens and Niels Veldhuis from the National Post. And let's see what they have to say about this issue. First, they argue that government spending is not about just helping the vulnerable or stimulating the economy, and that it's often driven by political considerations, such as pleasing interest groups or winning votes. This can lead to inefficient or wasteful spending, as well as unintended consequences such as inflation or debt, which is exactly what we're seeing right now, as a result of all of the money printing that happened the last couple years. Secondly, they point out that government spending can crowd out private investment and entrepreneurship, which are the engines of long-term growth and innovation. In fact, when the government spends too much, it reduces the pool of resources available for businesses and individuals to invest, save, or create wealth. This can lead to slower economic growth, fewer job opportunities, and less innovation. And third, they warn that government spending can erode personal freedom and responsibility by creating a culture of dependence and entitlement, which is absolutely what we're seeing right now. When people rely too much on the government and their programs and services, they lose the motivation or ability to take care of themselves or their families. This can lead to a vicious cycle of poverty, social fragmentation, and political polarization. So what can we do to tame the government beast? Well, Clemens and Veldhuis suggest several policy solutions, such as reducing the size and scope of government programs, reforming entitlements, improving transparency and accountability, and promoting a culture of self-reliance and entrepreneurship. And I could not agree more with these guys. But ultimately, the solution is not about policy. It's about changing our mindset and values as a society and recognizing that government spending is not the solution for all of our problems. We need to ask ourselves tough questions about what kind of society we want to live in and how much we're willing to pay for it. So I ask you, what are your thoughts on this issue? Do you think the government beast needs to be tamed, or do you believe in a more expansive role of government? Leave your comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions on this. And as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.